Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel, Mambootilia. That's what I should have done the first video. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about stool, poop. What does your poop mean? The color and the shape and size, okay? So I don't know. That would when you look at your poop, I don't know if you guys do, but it's good to look at your poop to see, because your poop would tell you what's wrong with you before. So you want, going to the doctor and say, oh, this is what's going on with my poop. What does that mean? So you'll know, and then you'll probably know how to fix it. And remember, these are coming on because there's going to be a time where there's no hospital. There will not be any help like that from the Gentiles, so we're gonna have to do it ourselves, right? So excuse me, so we're learning, okay? And I wanted to say, before I start this, I wanted to say the message for today as well is that just because someone is fat doesn't mean they unhealthy. Just because someone is skinny doesn't mean that they're healthy. I know 7 people personally. I know one of them passed. They were very skinny people and they were obese on the inside. How do you become obese on the inside? Have you ever noticed that you have like you have chicken, right? Chicken, you open a chicken and the inside of the chicken is like the inside of chicken is so they have fat, right? A lot of fat around the chicken, right? And so that's how the skinny people, the fat is in the inside, so it's all over. It covers the organ, it covers the it's like everywhere. So they obese, and that is harder for you to remove that type of fat versus the fat that people have on the outside, right? So when you're looking at someone who's skinny, you may think the person is healthy. I'm gonna try to fix the music, okay? I'll be back. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Just because the person looks skinny doesn't mean that the person is actually skinny. I don't know why they do that. Just because the person looks skinny doesn't mean that the person is skinny. I mean, it's healthy. Just because the person look big doesn't mean that person is unhealthy, right? So we have to take into account bone density, muscles, right? I remember last year I went to do this test, and they said that I had 85% muscle mass, right? I started lifting weight at 12. So believe me, and kinesiology, I love working out. But the Most High want me to tell, also the Spirit also want me to tell you guys that we now have to start doing, like, using our own body weight and do exercises, like when we at home, we we sweeping, we washing dishes, whatever we're doing, use that as a form of exercise. Just hold your, resistant, like do your muscles like this, your arm like that for resistant. Because if the gym closed and you can't lift those weight, what you gonna do? So you're gonna have to start using your own body weight. You have to work on your garden. You have to walk. Those are the type of exercise you're gonna have to learn to do. Do sit-ups, push-up, planks, and you can do wall push-up if you can't go on the floor. I'll try to have a demonstration of those things for you on another video. But that's the message, that we have to go back to basic. When we didn't have all those things, how did we keep fit? And also don't try to lose a bunch of weight because you're gonna need that extra weight for later. Now, I don't know, but that's the message. You're gonna need that extra weight. That doesn't mean that you should like be so obese that you can't move, so big that you can't move, but you should keep a healthy weight because you will need it. There's going to be a time where you're going to need it. And us practicing, fasting, that's the perfect thing to do when you can fast for 40 days. And if you can eat a little bit, if you can start lowering your portion, that's also good. And if you can start to drink, learn to drink a certain amount of water. It's kind of like, you have to go back to basic, right? When you cook your meal, start to cook your meal with gladness, right? Start to add happiness to your meal. And have a good attitude when you cook, right? Because when you cook meal, when you talk to your meal and give some good energy, you get what you put out, right? And also remember, you are what you eat. So if you're given that, and then once you put that much love and good energy, you don't need a lot of food. The food, you're gonna start eating less because that happiness and gladness and all that will start to fill you up. And again, you're training your body to only eat when it needs to eat. When the body is hungry, it'll tell you I'm hungry. And when the body needs beef, because beef help with blood and muscle building. And some people, most of the time, when we going through a menstrual period, that's when we crave meat, red meat, because it gives us it helps with blood and muscle building. And believe it or not, men do go through a period. Their period is just a different. So we'll talk about that later as well. So that's the message that I hope you guys get that, that I'm not trying to offend anyone. I just want to give people the message as they come. I'm not perfect, so I may, make some mistakes and react a certain way that you may not like. Please forgive me. And please forgive me when I stumble on words. I don't mean to. It just happened that way. Okay, stool comes in range of colors. All shades of brown and even greens are considered normal, right? Only rarely does stool color indicate a potential serious intestinal condition. Stool color is generally influenced by what you eat as well as by the amount of bile, a yellow greenish fluid that digests fat in your stool. As bile pigment travel through your gastrointestinal tract, gastrointestinal tract, they are chemically altered by enzymes changing the pigment from green to brown. Consult your doctor if you're concerned about your stool color. If your stool is bright red or black, which may indicate the presence of blood, seek prompt medical condition. Now, the brown and black, right? So sometimes your black stool can mean that you if you take an iron pill, you have black stool, right? So I wouldn't be so much freaking out about that. Now, I want to say something also. Sometimes when sometimes when you blood come out of your nose, sometimes blood come out of your mouth, sometimes blood come out of your stool. It's not necessarily mean that you should run to the doctor. Sometimes it means that you're removing things. Things are being removed from your body. So it doesn't mean that you should run to the doctor because they won't know. Sometimes it's spiritual versus more than it is physical, right? But remember, everything that happened in the physical world happened in the spiritual world first, and then manifests itself in the physical world. And sometimes in the physical world, it manifests into whatever dis-ease they claim it is. Sometimes they say is diabetes. Sometimes they say is amnesia. You know, the dementia. Sometimes is what is it? I don't know why no other disease is coming into my head right now. I don't know that type of thing happened. So just please excuse me, right? So I want to talk about, let me see. I want to talk about the colors, right? So let's talk about the okay, what is normal, right? Okay, let me go ahead and okay, there. Type 1, separate hard lump, like nuts, hard to pass. That's type 1 poop. They spend long time in your bowel and are tough to pass. If your stool look like this, it's probably constipated. If it lasts longer than a couple of weeks, see your doctor to find out what's the cause. So if you are constipated, most likely, again, I'm not a doctor giving you advice, okay? I'm just giving you medical advice or medical information. I'm just a holistic doctor that's giving you my opinion, my advice, right? My opinion. My advice, my opinion. I don't want anybody to come after me. Okay, so constipation. If you are stressed and you're going through something, everything in your body tense, so you start to get constipated, and your stool is like everything in your body gets like that, right? So if you're stressing and you like, everything just freezes like that. So when you constipated, there are things that you can do. You can drink warm water with some apple cider vinegar, you know, warm water, and put a little bit of baking soda in it. If you don't like that, you can do warm water with a little bit of orange juice, not the ones that you get from the store, the actual orange. Squeeze it with lime, you know, key lime, or even lemon. Also, what is that called? Grapefruit. You can drink grapefruit, okay? But remember, every time you buy these things, you got to tell it what you want it to do, right? And sometimes warm water with a little salt help as well, depending on how long you've been constipated, right? Again, I'm not a medical doctor giving you medical advice. I am just giving you my opinion. Okay. Type 2. Sausage shape but lumpy. Now, this type of stool can also be a sign that you're constipated. Try to get more fiber into your diet or drink more water to move things along. So you see water and fiber. So I was trying to, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do a video, and again, I'm going to do a part 2 of this, and then I'm going to give you some type of fiber that you guys can take, right? That you don't have to go and try to buy, you know, those fiber stuff that they have, like what type of fruit and vegetable that have fiber, you know, that just that. When I guess I can do that when I do the plant ones, right? Okay, type 3, sausage shape but with cracks on the surface. This type, doctor thinks of this kind of stool as normal because it's soft and easy to pass. If things are going as they should, it shouldn't take long but a minute on the toilet to push out a poop. That's true. when your poop is normal, you sit on the toilet, it comes out, and it comes out easy, and you don't, and then when you wipe, you know, yourself, you'll notice that there's nothing. Yeah, you'll notice there's nothing. It's easy to pass and less cleanup. That's the best poop. Okay. Now type 4, sausage or snake-like and smooth and soft. That's also a good one. Doctors think this one you want to have. Everyone's in the bathroom. Everyone's bathroom habits are different, but ideally you should have one of these every 1 to 3 days. So you should at least have a type 4 every 1 to 3 days. Okay, is this good? Type 5, soft blob with clear cut edges, easy to pass. These are easy to pass, but you may feel a sense of urgency about getting to the bathroom. That can be a sign of mild diarrhea. Most often it goes away and its own in a couple of days. So if you feeling like it's a mild diarrhea, you drink more water and add some ginger and some cinnamon with some nutmeg to your like make it a tea. You know, make it warm, make it a tea, and don't put that much sugar. Put some honey, you know, make it just a little sweet and add a little bit of salt. Not a lot of salt, just a little bit of salt. And then you stir it. And then that should kind of settle your stomach and get rid of the diarrhea. Okay? And number 6, fluffy pieces with rigid edges, mushy. If you have these type more than 3 times a day, you have diarrhea. Make sure that you drink plenty of water, of fluid. Water is good, but you also need to replace the mineral you are losing, called extra electrolyte. Fruit juice and soup can help. Okay, so when you have severe diarrhea like that, I would say make a bone soup. Okay, any type of bone soup. You know, you can make chicken bone soup, turkey bone soup, beef bone soup, fish soup. You can make goat, sheep, any type of bone soup, right? And put lemon. Always put lemon in your soup, lemon juice in your soup, lime, lemon juice in your soups, okay? And then put some cayenne pepper, you know, cayenne pepper and habanero pepper. You don't have to put a lot. You just put a little bit, okay? So what that does, it just kind of firm everything up, okay? When you have diarrhea. Again, I am not a doctor giving you medical advice. I am just giving you my opinion. Type 7, watery, no solid pieces, entirely liquid. This too moves through your bowel very quickly. See your doctor if you have more than 3 of those a day, longer than 2 days. You should check with your doctor if you have other signs of dehydration, dry mouth, sleepiness, headache, or dizziness, severe pain in the tummy, or fever. You know, again, it's the same thing. So if you have that, do the same thing that I just told you to do. Make soup. Bone soup though. Make bone soup. Oh, when you make the bone soup, add they call it purple Chinese spinach, but it's amaranth. Get some collard greens, cilantro, and get thyme. You know, making soup, cloves. You know, put some pepper, add some stuff, and then some plantain into it. If you don't like plantain, put some, you know, yam. You know, and I'm not talking about like sweet potato yam. I'm talking about like regular yam, or you can put sweet potato yam. And also too, if you guys can get green bananas, not the bananas that turn yellow, but I'm talking about the regular green bananas. You can cook that and eat that, and that should help with plantain, and green bananas also help with diarrhea and dehydration, because that makes you drink a lot of water, and you make the soup is really good. All right, so those are the 7 types of stew, right? Let's talk about the colors, right? All right, so they say over here what stew quality, what it means, possible dietary goals. Okay, food may food may be moving through the large intestines too quickly if your poop is green, such as due to diarrhea. Again, as a result, bile doesn't have time to break down completely. Green leafy vegetable, green food coloring such as and flavor drink mix or ice pop, iron supplements. Those are the things that would that's causing that. Like, you know, like if you're eating that's why when you eat greens, you should eat, like if you have a salad, a green salad, always trying to put like some protein in it. Because what it does, it makes your poop pass through your system quickly, and it doesn't really stay. So that's why it's kind of like the green. What I mean is, like, if you have the green is like a liquid, like water that and then you need that you put into a pan that leaks, right? But if you put something in the pan with the liquid, it makes it kind of like it makes it more like a porridge type of liquid, so it stop it from leaking. So it's harder for it to leak. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. So you need something to kind of stop it from going so fast. You need to have like, say for example, if you're eating a green salad, maybe you can add some, you know, like chicken or something in it. What that does, it kind of help keep it in there the right amount of time, and help your bowel break it down properly, and then it goes down, and then it gives you a healthy bowel movement. But if it's like that, it's gonna go pass through. Light colored white or clay colored. A lack of bile in the stool. This may indicate a bowel duct obstruction. Certain medications, such as large doses of Bismol or Pepto-Bismol, chiropractic, I don't know, and other anti-diarrhea drugs. So those are the thing that would create the bile from you know, from you getting the bile that you need to digest this food, right? That's what caused the color of your poop. Yellow, greasy, foul smelling, excessive fat in the stool, such as due to a malabsorption disorder, for example, celiac disease. Sometimes the protein gluten, such as in bread and cereals. See a doctor. Okay, so now gluten. Do not get gluten-free stuff unless you have issues with gluten. Okay. So there was this hype about gluten-free. Please do not. A lot of my brothers and sisters, we don't have issues with gluten. So don't try to be like the Gentiles and start removing gluten. You need gluten. Okay. So what caused, I said that in the video prior, what caused gluten problem is when they had that craze with eat wheat bread, only eat wheat, and people going eat bread, wheat bread, which you have to understand that whenever a manufacturer see that people like something, they start pushing it, and the next thing you know, everybody's doing it. So then people start taking wheat with cheese, and wheat and cheese does not mix. The wheat and cheese create fictitious a gluten-like substance, and so when it gets into your body, it starts to act like it's gluten, and so the part of your body that produce gluten is interfering with it. So then it's kind of like if you have a machine that's working overtime to remove this gluten, and this gluten is like it's getting gooier and gooier and gooier, and it just really messes the body up. So then it slows the body down, because you have all that gluten that needs to come out. I don't know if you guys get it. I hope you do. But but if you're not gluten free, if you don't have gluten problems, do not eat gluten free stuff. Leave that for the Gentile. Remember, the Most High say the food will start going against them. Their own food, their food will go against their bodies, right? That's not us. So let's not try to adopt what the Gentiles are doing. Trust me. Black stool. Again, when I talk to you guys about the black stool, right? Bleeding in the upper gastrointestinal tract, such as the stomach. So if you are bleeding in the stomach, again, iron supplement can cause that. Bismuth, Pepto-Bismol, black licorice, and also again, they say iron supplement. So those can cause the black stool. So it's not necessarily mean that you are bleeding in your stomach, right? Bright red in the lower intestinal tract, such as large intestinal or rectum, often from hemorrhoid. Red food coloring, beets, cranberry, tomato juice or soup, red gluten or drink mix. Okay, so that can cause those things. So I wouldn't like freak out and then go to the doctor because I have blood or my poop is red. If you have blood, if you continuously bleeding, then I would go to the doctor. Like this month actually, when I was getting my time of the month, I went to the restroom and I saw blood. I thought it came from my rectum. I was freaking out, but it turns out that it was my regular time of the month. So I just want to share. Sorry, I'll be sharing that, but we're talking about poop, so we might as well, right? Okay, so now the color of your poop still depending on a couple of things: your diet and how much bile is in it. Blue bile is yellowish green. We talked about that. A healthy stool then should reflect a mixture of all the colors of the food you eat, and that bile. Almost any shade of brown or even green is considered okay. So every shade of brown and even green is considered a good color, right? It may also come as a shock to see but a green poop every once in a while. Again, that's okay too. It may be because you eat like green vegetables, again, right? And then reddish, again, it's the same thing. Black, stool can cause iron, other stuff, medication. Yellowish are fine in breakfast infant. Fine in breastfed infant. Yeah, we know, like little kids, it's okay. All right, so that's the thing for the poop. Again, excuse me for not pronouncing some of those words properly. Just know that oh, I'm sorry. Just know that too, that just, you know, your poop says a lot what's going on with you. If you are nervous, if you're going through something, you know, your body, again, your body tells you everything if you put the right things in it. If you understand your body, if you build that relationship with your body, you'll know when something is wrong. You know what to do and how to deal with it, right? I guess that's, you know, that's all I have for today. Again, remember the Most High, I love you. Our ancestors and the angels love you, and our Father the Most High loves you more. Okay, so I try to bring some other stuff about what's going on. You know, some of the things that we can do to protect ourselves, some of the stuff we can have in our house to make sure that we are protected inside and out. Okay, all right. Much love. Shalom. I love you guys. Ciao.